Yeah, here we are again. It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah. So, interesting. I thought, well, why not? Hey, hello, Linda. I see you too. Greetings. Okay. So let me go over here to the main stage and hang out with you guys. Let's just check in properly. There you are. I see you. Hello, Ivona. Hello, Path. Hello, Linda. Greetings. I've got to do this, so I thought might as well just do it the same way we've been doing the reports recently. I'll just do the whole freaking thing live. Why not? So, you know, it might be very distracting, kind of strange, because you're going to like see inside my brain as I do these things. But so what? You know, it's part of the creative process. Oh yeah, hit the like button. All of that stuff helps. So, star powder. I get it. It's a play on words. Correct me if I'm wrong. Star power, right? Anyway, dear star... I'm going to get tongue-tied already, I can feel it. Dear star powder, please introduce yourselves to everyone. Please introduce yourself to everyone else. Let us know, like, where did you come from? How did you find us? I guess by definition, you're interested in the stars and the planets and the tarot and the mystical things of the great beyond. What goes on beyond the veil? I have to tell you right now, at this moment in time, the moon is in Pisces, we got some planets in Scorpio, and we have the North Node in Cancer. So it's kind of a nice fuzzy warm feeling going on, okay? And it's comfortably supported by all that energy in Capricorn. So it's really kind of sweet and mellow. It's like being in a really big, luxurious sofa. And it's so big and so comfortable. And everything is perfect. Just all the cushions are just right. And there's all the snacks and the nibbles are just there. And you've got your perfect notebook, laptop, gadget device for doing these things, and someone comes along and fills up your drinks for you, and someone gives you like foot massages, and someone kind of like gives you inspirational messages. So all you have to do is be a diva, be a prima donna, and just soak up the good vibes. Yep. And this is all part of the service. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, let me go over here. I'm going to go to the place. I'm going to go over to the workshop. This is where we actually do the work. Okay, let's get settled over here. Greetings. I got some tea. I just put on a fresh cup of tea. Normally I like my decaf, but, got some tea. So I'm going to be working on the Astrodoodles. Okay. Oh dear. We've probably already scared them away. Anyway, looks like some more people showed up. You're welcome to chip in and dive in and chat amongst yourselves, because all that's going to be happening here is Terra Lumination is going to be making a bunch of Astrodoodles for December. Okay, that's it. That's all it is. Cheers, everybody. This is a delicious herbal tea, and there's no caffeine, by the way. You're sitting in the wrong chair? Well, maybe. Time to get an adjustment. So this is going to be a really kind of interesting time period coming up here with December 2019. These are my notes for the month. And the thing is, this whole thing with Capricorn is so overwhelming. It's so dominant. I'm not really focusing on much of whatever else is going on, to tell you the truth. We do have eclipses, okay? Just to mention that, right at the end of the month. And that is, I'm already starting to plan and feel things for January, I have to tell you people. Because it's like these huge astrological waves are building up. And some of them are happening simultaneously. We did a show about it recently, and we're going to do more shows about it. We've got the Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto waves all lining up, and there's Eris involved as well. And it's all happening, and then there's the eclipses on top of it. So by the time we get to, we're only at early November right now, okay, right? But I have to look far, far ahead in order to chart out my own life, so I don't get squashed by some of the waves and some of the challenging aspects that come to us, It's always good, and it's always challenging. There's always something challenging happening. There's always something good happening. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm working on a little miniature, like a little nutmeg cinnamon roll. Quite yummy. So I'm just going to give you a heads up, okay? This is like a little teaser heads up for December. Excuse my munching sounds. What's happening is that very, very early on in December, okay, this is way ahead, we're going way ahead, we're actually going to be dealing with the effects of the huge Capricorn stellium buildup at the very, very end of November, okay? It's just a big cluster, okay? And that's going to surge into December. It's not going to come crashing around like an out-of-control motorcycle. It's going to be more like the very steady, slow and steady. Early on, we have Uranus. It's still retrograde all month long. Neptune has just flipped direct. And Jupiter, this is a big deal. Jupiter is entering Capricorn, okay? So that's part of the big lineup I made on that other video. We'll talk about it again later. Mars is cruising through Scorpio all month, all right? So let's just move fast forward over to here. December the 12th, we've got the big full moon in Gemini opposing the Sagittarius sun, okay? Hey Topaz, I see you. And then on the 13th, we have the moon in Cancer opposing the big Capricorn stellium. So we're going to have one of these beautiful pieces of sacred geometry, and right in the middle of the month. It's very harmonious, very nutritious type of energy. It's, This is like an amplification of all the sweet stuff here. And on the 17th, we have something similar where we have a big, fat, grand Earth trine just for a few days while the moon is in Virgo, okay? Just mark your calendars. Moon in Virgo, Jupiter is going to be in Capricorn, and Uranus is going to be in Taurus. So this is really, really sweet, solid, grounding, earthy energy. Roni, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. And then this is where things go off the charts, people. Go totally off the charts. December 26th, basically, around the holidays. Hello, Triple Fire. Triple Fire. Let me guess what that means. Triple fire signs somewhere. Okay. 26th of December. Look at this. This is a monster. This is like a supercell. Like they talk about on the weather station, weather channels. This is a supercell. Look at this monster. This is the new moon eclipse. It's not just an eclipse, it's a massive Capricorn stellium, so it's like supercharged on steroids. Look at this. December 26th on that eclipse. Sun, Moon, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto, all piled up here in Capricorn, okay? It's freaking mind-boggling. And that's basically the knock on the door. Hello, 2020. Okay? Please be aware of this. When I start doing these Astrodoodles, you'll probably notice that this is going to be about the only thing I put on the doodles, and the full moon here. That's about it, because it's so it's dominating everything. This supercell here is dominating everything. Yes, Primary. Did you hear your name? Yes. I wanted to let you know, Primary. In the spirit of mutual inspiration, I've decided to do some of my own outstanding artwork live for people to witness the craftsmanship, the skills, just like what you do in your own art studio. It's not going to be quite the same because I use, I use Kitty's markers, but we're talking like solidarity here, artist to artist, right? Anyway, let me check in with you. Primary, I want to say hello in particular. Greetings. Hello, Triple Fire. Hello, Roni. And I think we had a newbie just show up, and I think I scared them away. Where is it? What's her name? It was Star Powder. I think they removed themselves. No, they're there. I can see a name called Star Powder. Look at that. It's cool. Hello, Star Powder. So, yeah. Hello, Topaz Zen. I just saw that. Hello, Topaz. Yes. So, yeah. So, Primary, this is like, the artist in residence thingy here, what I'm doing over at Terra Lumination. So, Terra Lumination will be doing live stuff, just like Primary. All of you need to know that Primary is an outstanding fine artist, and she's starting to blossom. Okay? So let's let the show begin. I'm going to go over to the stage and do the workshop here. And, Star Powder, you're still there. We didn't scare you away. Excellent. It takes a lot of courage to hang out on this channel, So you have a lot of, awesome. See? You're cool. You're cool, Star Powder, just because you're here. By definition, you must be cool if you're here. Because we're special. We're special people. Yeah, see? See? Alright, I'm going to go to the stage, get back to business. That's what I'm doing here, okay? So this is what it looks like. First of all, another sip from the tea. So dear Star Powder, tell us about yourselves while I'm doing some of my artwork. Everybody is very, very curious. You are one of the cool kids now. Alright, let's have a look. Roni does art too. Okay. All right, watch this. Are you ready for the great unveiling? You know, on YouTube, people like to do the unboxings. Well, this is the unveiling. Imagine this as a beautiful, thick, dark purple velvet curtain, okay? And behind this curtain lies a masterpiece that is up for sale at the Christie's auction in New York or London, okay? This is what it looks like. Here is the slow reveal. And of course it's the wrong way. There we go. Alright, I need some room, people. This is the Aries 2019 December Astrodoodle. I know. Yep. Well, first of all, Star Powder, what I like to know, I love to know where people are. Like, are you in Michigan? Are you in Oregon? Are you in London? Are you in Sydney, Australia? You know, that kind of thing. I'm very curious. Anyway, this is the Aries Astrodoodle for December 2019. And you'll notice over time that I'm just going to pick some of them randomly and do different Astrodoodles for different signs. So next, I think, how about we do Libra, because that's the dead opposite of this, and you might see how this works, okay, when we come to oppositions, okay? So for example, we put Aries on the horizon here, and I mark out some of the planets as we go through the month and a few things. But, you know, sometimes I write a ton of stuff here in the sides about all the other things going on, but I decided I don't want any distractions. Star Powder is in Argentina. Aha. All right. Because this is the big deal of the month. I'll show you, okay? Capricorn, new moon eclipse, and the big stellium over here. Okay, on the 26th. Okay? This is the big knock on the door for January 2020. Okay, it's almost like the SWAT teams banging on your door. But it's not quite so rude. In fact, it's going to be really beautiful for some people. Okay, Roni, it's time for you to share some more. So let us know how to do all that stuff, because Tarot Lumination is full up with artists and mediums and psychics and healers and readers and astrologers and, you know, writers and all that kind of fun stuff. So you're kind of in a good place. There's several artists here right now. Okay. Excellent work. Even better. Maybe we'll do like a Tarot Lumination Artists Assembly, like a symposium thingy. Alright, so this is what it looks like. I'm not going to go into much explanation here because I'm just doing the doodles themselves. So I'm hoping that you... Oh, hello Robin. Greetings. I'm hoping you guys can chat amongst yourselves and amuse yourselves. I'll probably have to play some music in the background so that I can concentrate. So here we go. Cheers, everybody. You know what? Let me just get started here. Let's see. So I think we're going to go for Libra, just for fun, just to mess with people. Here is your typical amateur astrologer's westernized looking chart. I'm going to make it for Libras. And I'm going to title it Libra for December 2019, and it is a certified genuine Tarot Lumination Astrodoodle. And the hallmark, of course, of Tarot Lumination. There we go. So, I'm just going to mark out a few bits and pieces here. Put all these planets over in Capricorn. Actually, let me put the sign names in first. Bear with me. Again, if you guys have to come and go, just please do so at your own leisure. I'll probably be sounding like I'm talking to myself, but that's normal when I do these Astrodoodles. I chat to myself, okay? Okay, here we go. Sagittarius over here. Capricorn over here in the 4th house. Aquarius over here in the 5th. Pisces over here, 6th. Aries over here in the Libra 7th house. Okay? Taurus over here, 8th house. Gemini up here, the 9th. Oops, like this. Cancer over here rules the Libra 10th house. Leo's over here on the 11th, and Virgo is over here. So, and this is going to be like super simple. Yeah. Let's have a look. So, I'm going to have to go back to my notes to be extra super careful. Okay, I've got Neptune in Pisces. Okay, we know about that. Let me just mark all these planets. I'm just going to make a big splurge here. Pluto, Saturn, and then give me a second, I have to go check something. And eventually Jupiter is going to be diving in here. Hold on, when is that? Jupiter enters Capricorn, I think it's on the 3rd. Give me a second here, I gotta go check some more thingamajigs. And let me just check something. Yeah, so it's Mercury's over here too. And oh, I gotta go back. Give me a second. Again, I've already started talking to myself. Okay. Can't help it. Mercury's going to creep up into there. Oh, I know, it's Venus. And then the moon is going to be over here on the eclipse. Oh yeah, and then the Jupiter thing too. Whew, man, that is scary, people. That is truly scary. Let me go back here. I'm fiddling around. Okay. Now I'm going to do another delineation to indicate the house here. We got Mars in Scorpio all month over here. And Jupiter is leaving Sagittarius, so I'll just leave it how it is. We've got Uranus and Taurus at about 6 degrees. And we've got the North Node over here, lurking around. And I think I'll just leave it like that. Keep it super stripped down, total bare bones. simplicity. I'm not going to enter all these other things. I'm just going to enter some primary, basically essential dates. So at the very, very beginning of the month, we'll come back to this in a little bit. I've got the Capricorn energy, and I'm going to shuffle straight over to the middle of the month, where the sun is over in Sagittarius over here. And then we have the moon over here. Okay? And that's going to be the full moon Gemini around the 12th. Full moon on the 12th. Okay, got that? Oh yeah, it's huge, Path. It's humongous. Okay, I made it very simple in this one, but I added the planets in this one, so we'll see how that works out. And then we have the new moon eclipse over here on the 26th. On the 26th, and it's just a massive, massive Capricorn pileup on steroids. It's just overwhelming. So it's going to affect people in different ways. What's that about goat droppings? Oh, okay. Excuse my munching sounds. Now for the Libras, this full moon is actually kind of fun, okay? It's kind of a real fun, sweet, exciting moon, so I'm going to put it in green. I'm going to put this over here in green, like so. And I'm going to highlight this in green as well, because this is a super sextile. It's super, super fun for all the Libras. This is not so much fun. I'm going to put it with a big kind of red and orange thing for a red-orange alert, for the Capricorn, because this is in your 4th house Libra. It's really kind of... I don't know how to tell you this. It's very disruptive, and I'm being kind. So, I think that's really, I'm just going to kind of leave it really super simple, you know? This is super fun. This is going to be super fun, okay? This is a little more challenging. I'm being very polite. Have you ever heard that cliched word like the disruptor? Disruption? And it's for our evolutionary benefit, of course. Actually, I'll mark the 12th over here too, because otherwise you might get confused with the dates. That's on the 12th, that's on the 12th. And my feeling is that for everybody on Earth, the Capricorn buildup is so extreme that whatever else is happening with the personal planets will just live through it, because you're going to already start to feel this energy piling up, which is going to dominate anything and everything else, okay? Well, it's a mixture, okay, Path? This is super fun. This is, let's say, challenging. Put it that way. Oh, that's how we'll do it. Yep, I'll just like that, like that. And I'm going to add some blue over here, just to emphasize the title. Make the Virgo Libra name stand out here, because Libra is the star of this Astrodoodle. And there is your beautiful symbol about the scales. So there. Cute, right? Really simple. Super, super simple. Super cute, okay? Libra, of course, this represents your 4th house of home, family foundations, your place of security, where you conduct it's the place where you sleep, where you have your loved ones, your pets, your home, all that kind of energy. Cancerian energy, the tendency to nurture and to care for the home, for the hearth. Okay. So this is what it's going to look like for Libras in December. This is towards the end, okay? Okay, this is towards the end of the month, but it's already building, because even in November, where we are right now, we still have a pile of stuff here in Capricorn. So all that's going to happen is whatever is challenging you right here in this part of your house, Libra, it's just going to amplify more and more and more. Okay? So please be aware. All right, how about this? We could talk. I just don't want to go into it. I just think, we could do that in personal readings. I'll charge tons of money and I'll go into details with you. But for now, I'm just having fun with the Astrodoodles to give everybody a heads up, like a really serious heads up, so you don't come unglued. Okay? I think I'm going to do Taurus now. Yeah, why not? Why don't we just do Taurus? Oh, the paper's curling up. Oh, that's good enough. It's more or less circular. I'm just carving up the 12 houses here in the traditional westernized zodiac. I'm going to put Taurus on the horizon, like so. Gemini's over here in the second house. Cancer's over here, third house. Leo rules fourth house. Virgo's over here, fifth house. Libra in the sixth. Scorpio in the seventh. Sagittarius. Uh-oh, I better put the title up here. Hold on. Give me a second. There we go. Sort of like this. All right. And then we're going to do this and then this. Hey guys, have you heard of Tussa Art? She comes here now and again. She's also a very gifted artist. So for the other artists who are out there, Tussa sometimes comes in, and she has made some amazing time-lapse live videos of her artwork, because it takes, these are just little Astrodoodles, but when you're doing masterpieces like the way Primary does things, it takes, hours, days, weeks, months. And so, you're not allowed to live stream for more than, 6 or 8 hours. So, anyway, Tussa, she makes these videos. I don't know if she's still doing it, but she's very artistic. I think in her day job, she does hair, makeup, and wardrobe for media people over in, I think it's Holland. I can't remember. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, we're not going to do any fancy time-lapse photography here. This is just real-time, bare bones, knuckle-dragging, tarot illumination Astrodoodles. Down in the dirt, people. Here we go. Sagittarius. Capricorn up here in the 9th. Aquarius over here. Pisces over here. And Aries in the 12th. Alrighty, get it? Hey Robin, I see you. Primary's making a process video. I don't know what that is. It sounds cool. Alright, I'm going to delineate the planets. I'm going to just the basics over here. I'll put Uranus. Okay. Neptune is over here in Pisces. We got the node, okay. North node over here, Cancer. Leave this, we'll leave this. Well, there is stuff going on in Libra, but let me just check something over here. No, we're going to be out of it by then. Let me go back. So, Jupiter, I mean, it's hardly worth marking it in here to Sagittarius because it flip into Capricorn, okay? It's going to flip in there anyway. So I'm just going to delineate the 9th house here for Taurus, where we have that Pluto, Saturn, what is it, Venus, Moon, and Jupiter. Moon and Jupiter, that huge pileup. The Sun is going to be over in Sagittarius, over here. And we got the full moon over here. Okay? So that's really all I'm doing. I'm just keeping it super simple. Normally these take me so long because I have to go through so many bits and pieces, but I've kind of given up for December because this is really what it's all about. I'm just going to highlight the title here, like so. Make sure everybody knows this is all about Taurus, like so. Taurus is the hero of this doodle. Now this happens to be lucky Taurus. You happen to be one of the lucky ones where you get to... Hello Starzy, what's going on? Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm going to delineate this in a different way because it's, different for different signs how these things work out. Watch this. I'm going to add green over here, and I'm going to put blue as well to keep it very kind of spiritually awesome because of the 9th house. Actually, let me put in the notes first. Okay, over here. So on the 12th, I think it is, full moon, Gemini, over here on the 12th. I'll mark this on the 12th as well so people understand. This is the full moon Sag axis, okay? Kind of in the middle of the month. I'm going to just highlight that as orange because it's a little awkward. When you're touching on the 8th house in your 2nd house regarding value and values and money and things, that can be really sensitive for people, okay? So I'm giving it a bit of an orange alert here. Nothing too serious. And with the pileup over here in Capricorn, actually let's type it in here. Okay, we have the new moon eclipse up here. Capricorn, and that's on the 26th. This is humongous. It's just massive. I'm going to put it how it's opposite to the nodal axis as well. Just give it a bit of fun color here because it's really sweet for the Capricorns. It's really sweet and fun for the Taurus people, by the way. That's what I was meaning to say. Sorry about that. Because the Taurus Capricorn energy is very harmonious. very comfortable together, as you all know. Okay? If you've been doing this stuff long enough, you will know. I'm just going to add some fun color in there to make it super awesome. Okay. And I'm going to put the full moon here. Leave it kind of just very gently highlighted. Just like that. Okay, so you don't get overwhelmed. Hey, Roni. Hey, Roni, when you're talking about dragons, you're talking about primary, right? I guess you're looking at websites right now and things. Excuse me. I'm not going to put too much. Actually, you know what I should do here for the Taurus people, since it is a little bit of an issue. I think I better do this, because if I don't, that's really kind of negligent. Mars is over here in Scorpio all month. So let's mark that out, because that's a little bit, it's very exciting. It's also, it might be a little overstimulating and very disruptive, okay? All month long. So I'm just going to put, this is just for, you know, like an insurance policy, so that everybody knows, all the Taurus people know, you know, Sun, Moon, and Rising especially, that there is a bit of a, how am I going to do this in a way that's very, I don't want to scare people, but this really needs to be understood, okay? This is actually a bit of an issue. Of course, this can stimulate passion, excitement, friction. When you have Mars opposing you, you know, your energy, this is like the energy over here. You know, Mars isn't going to back off. Mars in Scorpio can be extremely, let's say, powerful, but in very, very subtle ways that might be quite disruptive for some Taurus type of people. And it wouldn't be intentionally to cause harm. It's just that the Mars in Scorpio is like a really, really strong energy. And it is the polar sign of Taurus. So, I mean, we're already dealing with it here, okay? Because in November, we've got a little bit of the Mars and Taurus energy happening. But all through December, Mars is going to be there. So it can be very exciting. And this, in a really healthy expression, this is exciting. It's fun. It's just like it's adventure. It's like the energy of two mutually highly well-matched individuals who can look at each other from across a table or a counter, or like in a sports game or something like that, and they recognize a match in each other. Like, this Scorpio energy here is like, you've met your match, Taurus. And that triggers either things like, wow, this is so cool, this is going to be fun, or like, uh-oh, this is scary. But either way, you've met your match. And you'll see how that plays out during December, okay? We're going to leave it at that. Super, super simple, okay? And now, I think just for thrills, I'm going to do Scorpio. Alrighty, here we go. Let's see if I can do this. I hate it when the paper buckles. Damn it. Anyway, let's not moan too much. I'm just grateful we can do this at all. I'll put Scorpio on the horizon. I'll put the title up here. Just like so. So everybody knows what it is, and I sign it with the classic tarot Lumination Astrodoodle hallmark. The genuine article. Yep. That is the genuine article. Underline this, and we'll get to the highlights in a moment. I'm just going to delineate the signs and the planets, all the very most basic stuff possible, okay? Okay, Scorpios. Sagittarius rules your second house of value, money, values, beliefs, okay? Capricorn is over here in your third house. So this is really sweet and comfortable for you, Scorpio. You're very lucky. You're one of the lucky signs right now with all this Capricorn energy. Aquarius is over here in the fourth. Pisces over here in the fifth. Aries up here in the sixth. And Taurus over here in the seventh. Okay. You guys are funny. You guys are actually funny. You are exchanging witty jokes. I can see it in the chat. Wait a minute, who's that? I just saw somebody there. Who's that? Who is that? Elaine. Elaine Tat. Okay, welcome, Elaine Tat. This is something spontaneous here over at Lumination. I'm just doing the Astrodoodles live. It's going very fast because they're very simple this month. Because I'm not doing a huge ton of analysis. I'm just focusing completely on the Capricorn energy and the eclipse at the end of the month. So, dear Elaine Tat, please introduce yourself to everybody. Tell us what is your sun sign, moon sign, rising sign. Tell us where you are in the world. Are you in England? Are you in, I don't know, Australia? Are you in South Africa? Are you in Canada? Are you in, I don't know, America? Anyway, please introduce yourself. Check out and hang out with us. And chat amongst yourselves while I just do the homework here. I'm just prepping up in advance for December, okay? Gemini is over here in your 8th. Cancer is up here in your 9th. Leo rules your 10th. Virgo on the 11th. And Libra on your 12th. Over here. So all the action for you, Scorpio, is down here in the 3rd, okay? Elaine, if you haven't done this before, hanging out on live streams, you can type stuff into the chat like you figured out. If anybody wants to throw in huge amounts of leftover paychecks or super chat donations, you're all very, very welcome. All the money goes straight to Lumination. It's fantastic. So, all the actions over here in Capricorn in your 3rd house. But we do have the Sagittarius-Gemini axis lit up because of the full moon. So let me mark all these things out here. Mars is in Scorpio all month. So that's very like activating. It's almost like the last thing that you need, Scorpio, is to go around chugging energy drinks and nitro coffees and whatever, because you're going to have more than enough with all this Mars and Scorpio here. You don't want to overdo it because that's a recipe for burnout. You do not need that stuff. If anything, you might want to take some chillax lessons. Have some soft, gentle herbal teas like this, which or make you all kind of dreamy, We've got the Sun in Sagittarius, okay? And then we're going to have the full moon over here in Gemini. I'm going to put that out here. I'll put the notes in a minute. And we got Jupiter, and Venus, and Moon, and Saturn and Pluto over here. At that big cluster towards the end. But it's actually a ton of Capricorn energy all month. So that's why I'm just piling everything up there right now. Remember, this is just an Astrodoodle. It's not a real chart, okay? Okay. We've got Neptune and Pisces over here. And we've got Chiron. I'm not going to talk about Chiron right now. We've got Uranus and Taurus is over here. Moon and Gemini, we've got the North Node over here. The North Node is under astronomical pressure because of all this Capricorn stuff. I'm going to leave everything else over here. So, right at the very beginning of December, there's already a stellium of Capricorn energy from the hangover in November. Okay? So we're just going to leave all this here and then move straight over to the full moon in Gemini. Okay? Towards the middle of the month. And that's on the 12th, I believe. Yes. Over here. That's on the 12th. That's the full moon. I'll put a little mark here too. This could be quite exciting for you, Scorpio, because the Gemini Sagittarius energy is really super positive, I think, in this situation. It might be challenged, of course, by the Neptune Pisces thing, but I'm not going to fuss about that. I think this is very stimulating for you, so I'm going to give it kind of like a bluish yellow tint. Okay, to get it out there. And then we're going to look at the new moon eclipse over here. You'll notice that I'm not analyzing this stuff very much because I really only use these in personal readings and for references when we're going to be doing the reports, the full reports for December later on. That's on the 26th, and that's in Capricorn. This is humongously important, people. I think I'm going to put, I wish I had like a light, super light, fuzzy light green. This is really good for news for you, Scorpios, okay? Even up here. So I'm going to do another green, loose green squiggle, kind of like this. Okay. Hello, JGF, I see you. Hello, Triple Fire, I see you again. Just filling in the blanks here. This is sweet for Scorpios. I'm going to put kind of an orange thing, like please be awake, dear Scorpios, at the full moon in the middle of the month. Pay close attention to what happens with you in relationships, about how are you valuing others, how are others valuing you, what is it that really, really counts for you. We'll talk about this later. I'm going to give some highlights in just a moment. I'm going to add a little bit of red over here for the Taurus energy because it's going to be a very slow journey, but it is there. And when you put Mars opposite Uranus like this, it can be quite combustible. You know, again, very exciting, but also a little bit unpredictable. So I'm going to put a little bit of red here. Like a sort of like a red alert, just like please pay attention, Scorpios. Please pay attention. I'm going to highlight the full moon over here in Sagittarius and Gemini, just like so. And I'm going to put a little bit of orange on it so that you're aware that it could be a little bit, I don't know, quirky. Hello, Elizabeth. Gosh, we have another artist here. My gosh. We are such an artsy-fartsy crowd. Elizabeth, by the way, everybody, in case you're not aware of it, Elizabeth Colton is a supremely gifted artist as well. So, gosh, we are a bunch of super gifted artsy-fartsy types here today. Really classy, but we're really classy. The thing about us is that we're very classy. We are, let's say, special, as you all know. I'll just give you a quick glimpse, and you can admire this, gaze upon this wonderful, once-in-a-lifetime work of art. In a few months, this will be completely obsolete and redundant and forgotten. This too shall pass, okay? This is like a little miniature weather report for all the Scorpios. Very nice, okay? Yeah. I'm going to leave it at that. Leave that. Forget all the lunar transits. I'm not going to bother with that. Somebody can, if they want to, we can get into it. But I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, right now I need a break. So I think what I'll do is put this stuff over here. Get a little bit of some music going for you. And let's see. Give me a second. Something dreamy for you. Here we go. stay there. I'm going to play the Hey Oh song for Roni because she's feeling it. This is how you cheer yourself up when you're feeling inadequate, okay? It goes like this. Just brace yourself, okay? It's going to change the mood. Forget the relaxing for now. I'm just doing this to cheer up Roni because we cannot have Roni feeling that way, okay?
It was one of those days where everything goes wrong. My hair fell out, my heel broke off, I slept through my alarm. I missed the bus to night school, my stalker walked me home. I sprayed his face with mace and then he left me all alone. Hey, I'm gonna go out tonight. I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. Hey, there's nothing I'd rather do. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. A lot of my relationships, they end up in the ditch. So I'm getting counseling for being an uncontrollable bitch. The doctor's pills he gave me, they make me trip and fall. So if you are the man you say you are, you love me flaws and all. Hey, I'm gonna go out tonight. I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. Hey, there's nothing I'd rather do. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. Massages and pedicures are great but not solutions. The pets, the bags, the fancy racks are empty substitutions. What I really need is a man who throws me over his shoulder, takes me naked in the ocean, loving me when I'm older. Hey, I'm gonna go out tonight. I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. Hey, there's nothing I'd rather do. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. Getting tattoos on my ass and up and down my arms could get me into trouble, leaving me rejected. Then again, pretending I'm so pure and acting all demure is no guarantee that I will be accepted. Hey, I'm gonna go out tonight. I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. Hey, there's nothing I'd rather do. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. Hey, we're gonna go out tonight. We're gonna dance the stress away until the break of daylight. Hey, there's nothing I'd rather do. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you.
Yeah. I was thinking hula hoops. I see it down here on the beach sometimes. People go kind of like crazy. Hold on, I'm going to check in with you properly. Over here. I mean, hula hoops. If I go for a walk down to the beach over here, sometimes you see all these people dressed up in their like super sparkly leggings or whatever. And they have like these electronic lit up, battery powered hula hoops with lights, and they start doing their and then twirls and everything. And that's a really good way to get the energy flowing, to get your body going. It's like super hyper advanced yoga. That's how I look at it. I think of hula hoops as a form of yoga. Same thing with, doing Cossack dancing to the Hey-Oh song, where you're going. It's good for the body. Remember, motion is lotion. You gotta keep it moving. So many of us are stuck in our desks all day doing this, like. It's so bad for the body. I can't describe how bad it is. I mean, I'm very glad that I have the studio and everything here to be able to do this, but I can only take so many hours in a day where I'm doing this. It's just too much, okay? Okay. You're lucky, Elizabeth. You've got Katya to talk to. Primary actually has some very active, lively friends in her world. Care to explain if you want to? Yeah. Dripping in ice. Motion is low. Dripping in ice. Welcome. We've got some cool people here. Dripping in ice. Please introduce yourself. Tell us more. Dripping in ice. Let's get a location. Let's think. Iceland. Are you in Iceland? Are you in Reykjavik? You're probably in Reykjavik. No, you might be in Greenland. I can't remember the capital of Greenland. Let me guess. Let's have a think. Dripping in ice. Canada. I know. You're in Canada, right? On the East Coast. Like Montreal. And it's frickin' freezing and it's covered in snow and ice, right? Oh, hand tremors. Okay, hand tremors. Greetings, hand tremors. I get this thing, okay, because I've got a load of nerve damage through my body, all to do with my spine. So sometimes I have problems with my hands. I don't have a tremor, but sometimes I have this kind of wobble, and it's because of I've had physical damage to my nerves. Because, you know, the nerve endings go all the way from here, all the way through the nexus, all the way to your spine. So you might, it might sound strange, but if you have a tremor, it could actually be something to do with like how the spine can get really messed up, and you can get these compressed nerves and things, and you can have I have issues, just so that you know, Roni, I have issues down in my lower spine and things with sciatica and surgery and all these kinds of things. And like I will do something and I'll have a twitch in the side of my head and it will go to the side of my arm. And almost all of it is because of issues on the spinal cord, okay? Where all these different nerve endings go in and out of the spinal cord. If anything gets squashed or pressured, like instead of being like a sharp thing, if there's just like a very long, slow, deep pressure that's been on a nerve point for years, that can make it so that it can trigger a tremor because the hand doesn't quite know what it's doing, okay? Oh, your dad and uncle both have MS. Oh, okay, yeah. It doesn't mean you're going to get it, okay? Oh, right-handed, yes, I get it. I have more damage on my right-hand side than I have more damage on my left-hand side. A lot of my damage is mechanical. I don't have MS, but some of the bunch of nerve damage that I have is mechanical from some bad accidents. Let's put it that way, okay? What's that, Triple? Testify till you're home in a brace right now? Do not text and drive, kiddies. Oh. Triple Fire, were you a texting driver person and then you crashed? Or was somebody a texting driver person and they crashed into you? Ronnie Bunny, have you ever received energy healing? It's not, it's not a pill. It's not like going to your physiotherapist or, getting diagnosed with a highly specialized, condition, which may be something to consider. But I've had some absolutely miraculous energy healing in my body, and I wouldn't be alive today without energy healing, distance healing, close-up energy healing, and it's some very powerful stuff. And we have a couple of energy healers who are members here. So if you want to connect with some of them, can you please type in the comments or maybe something like that? Because if you get some energy healing, it's mind-boggling what can happen, okay? I'm very lucky. Sometimes I get energy healing gifted to me from some of the people here. And, you know, it's not like they can, like, sew on your arm if it just got broken, you know. But it's very, very good for healing the sort of the things that are extremely deep down in the body to do with fear and how and why the problems began in the first place. Because a lot of medical conditions happen through, you know, accidents and things, or catching things or whatever. So Ronnie Bunny, check in with the channel, go to the links below and get in touch, get to know the channel better, hang out, preferably become a member, because there are some members here who are actual remote energy healers, distance healers, and so on. Stevie Wonder's in the house. Hey! Book of the Month Club. Triple Fire, you were hit by a texter. Wow. Man. I can relate. I was hit by a texter when I was on my bicycle. But that was like 10 years ago. And I didn't suffer too much damage. And it was a hit and run. What can you do? You know? Just some lunatic, you know, some kind of obsessed lunatic. Hey Stevie, thanks for hanging out and visiting. Oh, Stevie, let me play you the song track, some of the sample work that I'm doing for one of my songs, okay? Check in with us, Ronnie. I'm not promising anything, but sometimes it's really soothing and comforting to be with alternative energy healers, okay? I'm going to play some music for you guys. Give me a second here. It sounds like this. So have a listen to this, Stevie. This is like the sketch. We're doing an outline for a Terra Lumination song right now. It goes like this. Okay, so that was a little bit of light relief. There we go. And so what I was thinking, hey Ronnie, if you come to some more shows, in case you don't follow up the normal way, there's one of the visitors here, comes here quite a lot. Her name is Mona, and she's based over in Norway, and her husband is a professional energy healer, and he did a superb job on me recently. So that's one avenue we could follow up, and I have a couple of healers out there too. So something to follow up. You can't get enough healing, okay? Especially with your situation, you need as much as you can possibly get. Okay, mix it up. With the regular doctors and alternative and energy healing, it all helps. Okay. Okay. Super duper. Let me go back to the stage a second. Hold on. Book of the Month Club. All right. Let's see what we've got here so far. We've got Scorpio, we got Taurus, we got Libra, we've got Aries. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. How did I do that? Wait a minute. Okay. Aries, Libra, Taurus, and Scorpio. So we've got 4 done. Okay. So I've got another 8 more doodles to do, so I'm not going to do them tonight. It's Wednesday night. I have a bunch of stuff to do. And tomorrow's Thursday, so we'll think about this, because I've got a couple of other videos that I need to make for you guys, which has nothing to do with Astrodoodles, okay? I'm trying to get everything sorted out here in November for December. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to start to wrap it up here just for this show. And we're going to come back again soon. I'm going to put on something for you while we check out. I'm going to put this one on over here. It's super spacey. And actually, let me check in with you before I go. So, my lovely people, we'll meet up again in the next few days or so. I still have 8 more doodles to do, so we're going to do at least 2 more shows, okay? 2 more shows just like this. So I hope you get your notifications and I catch you at a good time, alrighty? So I'm going to just polish things off here.